Hello again. Alright. What's up, YouTube? Hello, servicemen, police officers, and trying to get my rifle set up here to where I can. Anyway, servicemen, police officers, and soldiers, along with some various politicians. I just wanted to do this video. It's going to be a short 7-minute video. Persona non grata. Or as the Latin, or is it Latin? Latin term goes, people not grateful. In World War II, one of this country's greatest conflicts, we fought the Germans and the Japanese when the Russian and the Chinese militaries were being under attack by two savage militaries known as the Russian, the German, the Nazi Wehrmacht, and the Japanese Imperial Army. In World War II, we were coming to the two countries' age. China was being invaded by the Japanese, and Russia was invaded by the Germans. The Russians asked that we aid them, and we did. We sent money and weapons and men. I do believe men. I'm not sure. I didn't do some more research on this. We sent brothers, fathers, cousins to die on their behalf. And you want to know how they repay us? They repay us by almost declaring war on us. Here are we are three of the biggest superpowers now. Russia and China are now the two biggest superpowers alongside of us. Now then, how do they repay us? By putting us in debt. China's put us in debt. How does Russia repay us? By invading their allies. Now they're the Nazi army. Isn't it funny? And they all say the Book of Mormon's not true. They all say the Bible's not true. They all say that God's not real. Well, let me tell you something. If God's not real, then why are those ways constantly coming up? People not grateful, and those are the few people that I can't stand, are people that are ungrateful. I myself am learning how to be grateful to a magnitude. I don't even know what to call it. But when you sit there, and we are in World War II, and in Japan, we lost hundreds of men to and somebody else's behalf, China's. Oh, and here's little XI, or whoever the hell his name is, sitting up there threatening us, threatening Philippines, threatening everybody else. Well, you want to know something, Mr. XI? You wouldn't have been there if it hadn't been for us, so don't threaten us. I hope if we get in a war with them, I hope. My British Leon Field doesn't need to fall victim to this savage. I hope we wipe the floor with them. I hope we wipe the floor with Russia too. I hope they dare to send a nuclear over us. We turn it around and we nuke them back. They have no right. I am off canter here. They have no business invading after World War II. I don't care if it was in 1901. That was an awful, awful war, a conflict in which we came to their aid. And they're going to repay us by, what, invading us? They think they can invade us. I'll have a little something different to say. I guarantee you the United States military will not be able to stop me from helping. It makes me sick. If you're wondering, I'm sick of the American haters too. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of it. We, in World War II, in Vietnam, not in World War II so much as in Vietnam, all anyone could do is piss on the troops. Well, then get your butts out there and do it. Show us how it's done, Mr. Liberal. Show us how it's done. Show us how to fight a war. Show us how to win one. And the Bible, it talks about there being a war in heaven. If God doesn't want war, what was there a war in heaven for? What is that? Some kind of a sick joke? Peace and love, those hippies were pot-smoking losers. 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 L-O-S-E-R. It says in Rob Zombie's And Halloween too. Do I need to spell it out for you? Loser. Losers. They were sitting on the... My grandmother served alongside those veterans. She worked in the hospitals, and all she can remember seeing are the protesters outside the gate when one of those brothers didn't come back because they were protesting about how our American forces were pigs. Meanwhile, you got a family sitting there crying in the car because they lost one of their own. And do you want to know what she said? Out of every one of those soldiers would come out of that plane just still happy, still cheerful, even though their legs and arms were blown off. Wake up, America! Wake it up! Now, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have, me and people like me should not have to sit here and tell you 20-year-old liberals on what America was like and is like. You should know. And if you aren't so busy trying to change the infrastructure, maybe you'll learn some of this stuff. Russia and China. Russia and China. Those were the two main super... But how do they repay us? How do they repay us? Even though Biden is a weak leader and he shouldn't be there, he still does have some... You know what? He's right. Just get away from us. He's a heartless... Putin is a heartless man. Look at what he's doing over in the Ukraine. Look at XI killing all his women babies. Look at him. Look at him. That's the only thing I think I'll agree with this president saying. Look at him. Look at this rifle. It served in the conflicts. Now, I'm not sure as to which ones, but it served on that word right there. It served on this behalf of God Almighty. I know hardly anyone watches my videos, but I was just so pissed tonight after I figured that out. My 7 minutes is up. God bless America. Wake up, some of you.